girl Shauna
and Star,
and we are here with It's Bigger Than Hip Hop Radio. You know how we do, guys. Every Friday we are coming at you with the latest news in hip hop, and you know that we're going to have a special guest like we always do. Today our special guest is the girl group, the MAKO Girls. They are going to be in here talking with us about some music, so it's only right that we dedicate today's episode just to the women in entertainment.
Yes,
right?
I'm excited. I feel like women in entertainment are just thriving right now.
Thriving. I mean, we have women getting awards, big acting awards, big music awards. Women in, not just African American women, but women in the entertainment industry, period, are just thriving. So we're going to dedicate tonight's episode to the women in the music industry and
just entertainment in general. You know what I think is like thriving right now? Books. A lot of people are making books. I think women are kind of taking, I don't know, just their womanhood into their own hands and like deciding to write books about just being brutally honest. So that's exciting. I'm excited to see where all that goes. I hope a lot more people start making books. Like Gabrielle Union's book, I really enjoyed that one. I read it twice. That's a problem.
Now, speaking about Gabrielle Union, one thing that I love about her is she is coming out with nothing but complete honesty. And I want to get your opinion on it, and all the listeners out there, guys, let us know how you feel about this. So, recently Gabrielle Union came out and she admitted that she was once a bully just to other women, and it took a lot of self-discovery and for herself to realize, why as a woman do I have to put down another woman in the entertainment industry? Now, I don't know if you all have realized, but recently her and Jada Pinkett Smith sat down on Jada Pinkett Smith's talk show called Red Table Talk, and they settled a long beef. Now, what's your opinion on why do you think women in the entertainment industry constantly just don't get along?
I think just as women in general, we feel like we owe prettiness to people just because we occupy the space of like being a female. And I feel like that's heightened in the music industry and just in the entertainment industry because you're being pitted against other women all the time. You have to look your best. You have to be doing your best. And I feel like in general, if you have the same sound as someone else, like we have to go against each other. Even if we're friends, even if we like the same stuff, like it's inevitable. And I think also a lot of fan bases and audiences don't realize that you can like
you can support both. You can support both, and I think that's a really big problem. Even recently with the whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beef, right? They're both are great artists. I love them both. They both make great music. They're pretty women. They're about their business. Why is it that we can have 4 male artists that rap about the same thing, have the same style,
same sound,
and we love them both, but when we have 2 women, it's a problem?
I don't know, but you know what I think so too is like these women are also kind of, Nicki is like a very headstrong, determined woman, and like she needs the crown and she feels like she deserves the crown, and I feel like it's kind of that, especially with being a female rapper, like that is such a coveted position that now that there's another person who's like capable of taking that. Nicki hasn't really had anybody like nobody really ever came close as much as Cardi has, and so I feel like it's kind of just protecting your crown, but I think it's more so her fans and her audience who are protecting her crown as opposed to Nicki.
I agree. Now, once again, guys, in honor of our guest tonight, the MAKO Girls, they are a girl group. We're going to play a little game. I'm going to ask you a few questions, all right? Just a little this or that game, okay? In honor of girl groups. It's girl group time today. So I'm going to give you 2 girl groups and just tell me which one you would prefer. If you had to go on a concert, they both had a concert the same day, same time, where are you going, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to start this or that. TLC or Destiny's Child?
Oh my gosh, that is such a hard one to start with. I'm gonna say Destiny Child only because they have a lot more bangers. Like I really would be singing all the time. But TLC is just like, it's just a vibe. Like I feel like the vibe is really, I don't know, like it brings me more back to the 90s than Destiny's Child, and when I hear Destiny's Child I like automatically am like, all right, let me listen to some Beyonce now. Whereas TLC, like I'm spiraling deep into 90s music if I listen to some TLC.
Okay, so back to rap, back to music. This or that. We're taking it a little bit more back in the day, all right?
Okay, let's see if I can keep up with you, girl.
Evie Eve.
Okay.
Or Queen Latifah.
Oh, Queen Latifah. I'm sorry, Queen Latifah all the time. 100%. That's not even, I mean, no, yeah. Queen Latifah is exactly as her name calls her. She's a queen.
Queen. And you know what's crazy is that I really feel as if like they've paved the way for the female rappers who we look up to today.
And I think they're so underrated.
I agree.
But I think just with hip-hop in general, most people that participate, and I mean that people that really listen to hip-hop, like a lot of them really don't know about the history of it and what goes behind it. And I feel like a lot more people need to be recognizing the women that came before the ones we have now.
All right, so one more.
Okay.
You ready for this one?
I am.
Now this one is kind of different. Okay, so Salt and Pepper or the Spice Girls.
Okay, I'm gonna say Salt and Pepper for sure, but also because I've been watching growing up hip hop though. Yeah. And I don't know, Peppa is just such a character that I just really am like feeling her right now. So that's why. That's all I've been watching all day. So I'm gonna say Salt and Pepper, and they're just so fun and Spinderella.
Yeah, they were a fun era. Now, once again, guys, for all our listeners out there, remember that we are dedicating tonight's episode to the women in the entertainment industry. And so I want to bring up an article I read recently. Angela Bassett, right? We all love her. Can you believe she's never received an Oscar?
Honestly, the Oscars are rigged, dude.
You think so?
I think the Oscars
How do you feel about that? I mean, I think she's an amazing actress. Think about the roles she's played, from What's Love Got to Do with It, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, Waiting to Exhale, and she's never received an Oscar.
I mean, and I think this is orange and apples. I'm actually not. They're both super talented, but Leonardo DiCaprio like only just got that. Was it an Oscar that he'd been waiting for?
Was it?
I think it was an Oscar that he'd never gotten or something, and he just got it like 2 years ago. And that man has been almost in every movie that I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've stopped watching a lot of award shows just because I think that, especially to African Americans and African American women, especially, like they're not even in the competition. So it's like, I'm not surprised, but I'm obviously disappointed. Like, she deserves every award.
Right, and I agree. And as I stated earlier, I was very surprised when I read that article to realize that. So it only brought me to BET, guys. It's coming up in June. It's right around the corner. Oh, it is June. So BET is like right around the corner. How do you feel about the female categories there? They put a lot of heavy hitters against each other.
Yes, I think it's getting like harder now. I don't know why. Like, it, even for me as somebody who's just watching and really has nothing to lose, I feel like it's so much, it's harder for me to pick who my favorite would be because there's so many good competition.
Now, of course, the biggest thing in the female category now is, once again, for female hip-hop artists, Cardi and Nicki. So just pick one. If you have to choose one, we're taking it back to that this or that. Which one are you rooting for?
I'm going to say Cardi. Only because, and I guess this might be bad, but Remy really killed her in that diss track, and the way that she handled it is what turned me off to her a little bit. Because I think that if she, and I think that she's great, and I really think that she could have came harder at Remy, and she didn't. And then those new 2 songs that came out, like, I feel like with my artists that I like, I need to see growth. I need to see you, like, even switching up your sound a little bit, because you need to evolve. And I feel like those 2 songs, even though they're good, like, I be playing Chun-Li 24/7.
Loved it. Loved that record.
It sounds like Nicki. It sounds like Itty Bitty Piggy Nicki, like the same Nicki that we've had. And I really was hoping that she would have switched it up a little bit and brought us something that was like, oh wow, like she's back, she's new. But it was like, this. We knew you could do this. We knew you could make this sound. So.
Well, and that's the thing, though. I think that's what she was going for. She wasn't going for, I want to show you guys something new. She's going for, I'm going to show you guys why you started to like my music in the first place. And once again, as women in the entertainment industry, I think that a lot of more women would excel if they would just stop trying to reinvent themselves and stop trying to prove something to society, and just remember why we started to like you in the first place.
But I think also with music nowadays, a lot of people aren't really making music for themselves anymore, and they're not really even making music for the sake of making music. It's all commercialized a lot. So it's kind of hard to even analyze these artists, because you're like, I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't even know if this is what you believe in.
That's true. So once again, guys, we are dedicating tonight's episode to the women in honor of our special guest coming in later, the MAKO Girls. They are a girls group. Once again, we're taking it back to the BET nominations. Best Actress Award. We have some heavy hitters in that category as well. You have actress Tiffany Haddish, Lupita. Remember, she was in Wakanda. She had a really big year. Issa Rae. Remember, she's on the show. Love her. She has a really big show on Netflix. Angela Bassett, we just was speaking about her. And my girl, Taraji P. Henson. All in one category up against one award. Oh. What do you think about that?
Okay, so I love Taraji. Like, Taraji is...
Congrats on her engagement.
Oh, yes. I love my mama, but if I could pick a mama, it's Taraji. I think she's so, like... She's so real. She really keeps 100%. So I really like her. But Issa Rae, I think she has a more millennial mind. I think as a millennial... which is, I think that she really is like pushing boundaries that a lot of people wouldn't expect. And she's really conscious of the actions that she takes. Like, for example, in her show, she makes sure to show like protection in every like scene that has like sexual stuff. And just because she's like, I need to make sure that people know that that's what we're promoting. So I think she's really conscious of her impact. So I really, really like her. And she's just been doing such great things. And I love everything she does. I've been running with her since she was on YouTube and she did Diary of an Awkward Black Girl. So like, I can't say anything negative about her. Yeah, I really like her. That's
some pretty heavy hitters in one category.
Yeah, it's going to be
Now, we do have Tiffany Haddish in a category, and she brings me to the category of her versus Cardi B. They both are very into themselves, and they're stay to themselves, very humble women. Why do you believe that Tiffany Haddish is praised for her outgoing personality, but Cardi is put down for hers?
That's a hard question, actually. I would have never thought about that. I think Tiffany, I don't know. Maybe Cardi, because Cardi is... I guess people think because she's from, like, the hood, she's from New York, like, it's not just her being fun and being loud. I think it's more associated with that's her personality, where with Tiffany Haddish, people might be able to be like, oh, she's just wild, she's just fun, whereas Cardi's like, she's just loud, she's just a lie. So maybe, I think they're really, like you said, what we've been talking about, there's always so much drama. And I'm just a very calm, homebody sort of person that... I don't even really, and I guess everybody says, I don't really like to be around drama, but I feel like I just couldn't do it. And then if I'm doing good, I feel like I would really want to leave. And I guess I think that's sometimes a little shady. Like,
oh, you're trying to be the Beyonce of the group.
Exactly. You know, Fifth Harmony, the girl Camila Cabello, it was so funny because you see all these documentaries about groups and then somebody gets approached by someone else and like, you would be so good doing it on your own. And like, no, I have to stay with the group. We did this together. Camilla was like, nope, okay, thank you, I'm leaving. And left like after like a year or two. I feel like that would be me.
Are you familiar with the show Star?
Yes, but I don't watch it a lot.
That literally just happened on Star. So
spoiler alert.
Yes, and that was the season finale where the girl Star, she was approached to go single, and she literally left the group. So where do you believe the era is in girl groups? We realize girl groups don't last pretty long. Where do you think that era comes in?
I think just it's like an audience preference. I think because if there's a guy group, you have like a large female audience that's like either really attracted to them and thinks their music is good or one or the other. Whereas with women, it's like, honestly, like you're still being, their audience that they're gearing and targeting is like women still. And so you're not going to have a lot of men who would pay tickets to go see like a girl group. Like that's just not very common. And then a lot of women are just like I have a hard time, and I guess this is hard for me to admit, but like I have a hard time being willing to spend money to see like a lot of women in concert. Like there's only a few women, because I'm like, I like your song and I like your sound, and I'll listen to that on speaker in my backyard, and like I won't really pay money for it. And I feel like if it's like, and it's so sick, I'm so mad saying it, but like with the man, I'm like, oh, he looks good and he can sing, so it's like I'm paying for the experience. Whereas, but if it's like Beyonce or like who else? I mean, if I would pay for Beyonce, I'd pay for Nicki, I'd pay for actually Ariana Grande. I think she has a beautiful, amazing voice. I would pay money for like people that I like really ride for. I'm like, yo, I think they're amazing, talented artists. But like, I just think that I have a hard time going to concerts. Maybe I'm not the person that But I think because women have a hard time just because the audience. I think it's like a hard target audience. You end up having like very young girls. Very young girls love girl groups. But then you have the girl groups kind of want to like be themselves and like talk about stuff that they experience. And then you kind of cut off that younger group because they can't really listen to that music.
What I find is usually the biggest problem is we can take it back to the Cheetah Girls, right? Love them.
I pay money for that. I pay a lot of money for that.
And you know what? They really have the power to come back, and I would still go to their concert.
Well, you know what? I went to their concert, and Raven wasn't even there.
Well, you know, she was
doing Raven
Simone.
Yeah. I was so mad. She's the whole reason I bought them tickets, and they all walked out, and I was like, but where's Raven at?
That's another example of a girl group that had a really big influence on the young girls, but the problem was they started to grow up, and the audience wasn't allowing them to grow up. You know, they wanted to sing about different things.
Well, then you have a whole Miley Cyrus situation.
Exactly.
And you know what? How do you feel about that? How did you feel about the whole bangers, that whole shift, that whole phase?
Here's my thing. I believe that with music, with artists, what parents have to do is they have to tell their children that that artist is just another human being like you. They started as this childhood person and they were doing childhood things, but now that Hannah Montana is Miley Cyrus, and now she's dating and she's experienced her adult life, and you just have to tell your daughter who once looked up to her that, hey, she's an adult now, and now things are changing. As long as you tell your kids that, the inspiration doesn't go away and the admiration doesn't go away.
But to bounce off of that, I think that a lot of parents put too much pressure on artists to make them a role model for their kids, because at the end of the day, like, that's not the job that they signed up for. I think that that's a positive that artists get to have, where like, oh wow, like kids are actually looking up to me, and like that's something that they can experience, but like that's not their job. Like that's not what they signed up for. And so I think that's what makes it harder. I think that if I was an artist, I would feel so much pressure to be like, oh, I can't sing about this, I can't do this because people are gonna like get mad, and like I want kids to like me. And so I think that's just too much pressure. But the bangers thing was a very interesting phase for her.
But you know what? That's not even just as an artist, but just as a woman in period. But remember, guys, we're dedicating this episode to women in hip hop and just in the industry. We have the MAKO Girls coming in later tonight. It's Bigger Than Hip Hop Radio, guys. We'll be right back.
All right.
That was exciting.
Oh, Lord.
All right, and we're back. It's Bigger Than Hip Hop. You know we got it going on tonight, because in the building, y'all, is hit trio, the MAKO Girls. What's good?
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mimi.
I'm Anai.
Yo, it's Keena.
And my crew comes in and we're turning up the crowd. The neighbors at the door cause the music's getting loud. We can party all night, dancing in the spotlight. And I'm gonna show my friends how to have a good time. And we're the MAKO Girls. What's up? What's up?
Alright, it's definitely a pleasure and honor to have y'all in the building. You know, we got to link up and rock out at this recent Teen Award.
Yes,
it was definitely, it was a pleasure seeing y'all do y'all thing out there.
Yes, thank you.
No doubt.
Mama Lions is definitely fam. We see her all the time, so
Big
it's
up
great to
Mama
support
Lions.
Stay Even and everybody. And all the honorees too.
Yes.
Indeed.
Now, you ladies are beautiful. Let me just start there.
Thank you.
You guys are beautiful. And now, what's the individual names? Who you guys?
Mimi.
Anai. Keena.
Okay, and how'd you guys come up with this name, the MAKO Girls?
M for Mimi.
A for Anai. K for Keena.
And our last name, Ochoa.
Oh, y'all got this together.
Yes, we do.
Y'all got this together.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, we are dedicating tonight's episode to the women in the entertainment industry in honor of you guys.
Thank you.
In honor of you, so we thank you all for coming. Now, go ahead and tell me, how did you guys get started in the music industry?
Well, we started just dancing at first, but we were so in love with the boy group Violence Behavior when they first came out, and they were pretty much one of our inspirations to start actually performing and going out there and doing showcases and doing talent shows. So they were like one of the main reasons. And then for our music, we was kind of inspired by TLC because their music, everybody still loves it to this day. So we want our music to be the same way.
Yeah, and also around October 2013, that's when we decided from just dancing, we added music into our career, like singing working. And ever since then, we've been the MAKO Girls.
Yeah, we just been working ever since then. So
no doubt. Now I hear a little ting in your voice
ladies.
there.
Yeah.
Talk about that Caribbean thing, twist, and how it influences your music.
yes, our grandma's from Trinidad, so we always add that into like our show. We have like a one set just dedicated to that and just letting
Caribbean
people.
music. We got the Trinidad songs playing.
It's
Yes.
also we also put it in our Carnival Glow Party. So the carnival is to represent our Trinity background
And our culture and letting people into our world, so that way they can get a new feel for different things and showing them, you know, how we have a good time and what the MAKO Girls are about and just learning a little more about us. So we love to, you know, be in our culture and letting other people know that as well.
Yes, I love it, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
so
love
much.
it. Thank you.
I love
So talk
it.
about that Carnival Glow Party that you guys got going on. That's a real powerful move right
Yes,
there.
we have it every year,
The
usually around spring break.
Yeah, the first one that we did was an introduction into the music industry. We thought, oh, let's go ahead and put something together that's never been done before. So we did a survey in school, and we asked the kids what they would like to go to, and it was like a glow party. So we was like, okay, cool. We like the glow lights anyway, so yeah, check for that.
Our,
And
our
then
parents will always do parties, so it will always be going in the dark there.
yeah, and then with the carnival, that's where carnival came in, where we wanted to show our culture, so that just went in there as well. And then after that, like after the first year, we started adding teens and tweens to our platform so they can get a chance to perform, because there's not that many platforms for us to be able to perform, and anybody with clean music. It's supposed to be a concert / party, so you're supposed to come get a show and then also be able to turn up and have a good time as well. And
Family friendly event.
Family friendly.
Your grandma, your auntie, your uncle,
cousin,
your babies, your
niece, nephew, all them can come, and we want to make it our tour too around the world, so everybody can experience it if they can't make it to the ATL for the annual one that we do. So we traveled to
Alabama.
yeah, that was our first stop for there, and then I think we're going to Louisiana for our next stop.
Hey, I'm from New Orleans.
Cool.
Hey.
I'm from Louisiana, so you know we're gonna go, you know, show some love to the
And we
family
also
there.
give away like big prizes. Like
Yes.
last time, I think last
This
year
year
we
we
gave away
gave
the
the
iPhone
this year-
X. Not the
this year-
iPhone X. Last year we gave the iPhone 7. This year we gave the iPhone X.
Wow, I wasn't there. I need
Yeah,
that.
right. That person who won was a little girl. She was only 7
7
years
Oh,
old.
wow.
She won that phone. I know she happy.
The first glow party, somebody won like
$100 bills,
Yeah.
and they asked him, what did he want with
What?
that money, and then he
He
said
was
he
like-
wanted more money.
It was like, oh, you
To
can't
buy more money. That's what he wanted to get.
It was like, oh, okay, but yeah, every year we give away a dance contest prize, and then we have live radio broadcasting. There's face painting, the dance contest, and then we have concessions. Everybody looking for
photos.
food.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a very fun event. You guys should definitely come out. The year before we had 450 people in the building,
wow.
so yeah, it gets packed and it's lit. So if you've never been to one, just stay tuned, because we will be posting it everywhere, and hopefully we can get you guys as sponsors as well too, so you know, be a part of the team and you know, turn up with the MAKO Girls. So yeah.
Now, I'm looking over here as the song go, my lips is popping.
Yeah.
I love the
Talk
lips.
about
Thank
y'all
you.
being
Glitter bomb.
young entrepreneurs getting that lip gloss endorsement. Talk about that. That's major.
Who gonna talk?
Okay, well, since they see it, I'm gonna just say what colors we wear, like for the people who listening. Mimi has on her have our group color, which is Superstar Red. I have on Royally Meat, and Kina
has
has.
Kawaii Blue.
And then I have a Pinkalicious feature, which is pink. And we have 3 lip glosses as well. And we are partnered up with Kissable Lips Cosmetics, so you guys can go order that on our website at www.makogirls.com. And you can also get it at the store Kissable Lips Cosmetics store in Riverdale. So just tell them MAKO Girls sent you, and you know, we hook you up. But everybody, every time we go somewhere, they're like, you didn't bring my lipstick. And we're just like, I'm sorry, it's all gone. We don't have it anymore. Yeah, you gotta have to go to the store or order online. But yeah, everybody loves it every time they see it. They're like, oh, your lips are so pretty.
I love them on you guys.
Thank you.
So that's what I just was gonna say. I love how put together you ladies are, and it's in a respectable manner. And that brings me to my next question for you. So tonight we're dedicating, like I said, our segment to women in the entertainment industry. You guys are in the entertainment industry, so not even asking, you've become role models for young women, right?
Yes.
How do you guys deal with that? You know, just being role models.
I remember we did our meet and greet, or what was it? It was like, I think our EP.
Release the listening part.
Not that one. It was another one, but it was at that little You know that pizza place.
Oh, the media day.
Yeah,
Like, I know you're
and the
talking about.
lady, one of the women there who was working, she had.
Oh yeah, when
Oh,
we
yeah.
came in there, she was like, "Oh my gosh, guys, the MAKO Girls are here for their media day," and then she is like the only one that clapped for us. Everybody was like, "Why are you talking to us?" Because we're trying to eat. But she ended up getting inspired and then went to do modeling, and she
Oh, cool.
stopped working where she was at the, I think, what is it, the Cheesecake Factory in what is it, Atlantic Station, and she went to go do modeling and stuff too. And then a lot of our friends asked for like advice on how to get started. We have kids in our DMs like, "Hey, how you make me famous?" I'm like, well, you know,
It doesn't happen overnight.
and they're like,
Hard work.
yeah, they're like, "Can you make me famous?" I'm like, "We still working on it too. I can't. You really got it."
Sometimes it gets hard. We're like, man, we're setting the example. So
Right.
whatever the kids are going to see, they're going to want to do it too. Like,
Right,
if we
yeah.
get piercings, they're going to want to get one too.
Right.
But yeah, so we just always keep that in mind, like that we have other people watching and stuff. But you know, we show them how to have a good time and still be positive, so they don't think, "Oh, we're doing good, you're boring." Like, no, you
Right.
still go
Yeah.
have fun, you
Good
still go
don't have
party.
to always be boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go have fun,
Good.
go dance and stuff. Everybody still invite us to parties. We the one that bring the
Hey.
parties, so you know, it's always lit.
Yeah. So let me ask you, you guys, you intentionally came in the game wanting to have that positive model,
Yes.
right? So does it feel any pressure to it in regards to that? Because earlier these young ladies was talking about there's some pressure to that.
I think
not
little.
too much. It's just a little.
I think it's a little easier when it's like everything around like in the world is just always negative. So it's always like cool to be able to bring that light and let people be able to have a good time and not have to worry. Like when we come into a place and a lot of people, like some people be scared to meet celebrities because they don't know if they're going to be like
Right.
stuck up or whatever. But we always treat people like we've met them a million times, like they our best friend. Like we
Right.
always speak to them and be positive and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Because that's you get what you give out.
Right.
So if you have a positive vibe, they gonna vibe with you positive too. So that's what we try to put out there. And I don't think it's hard when you automatically are already like that. Like
Right.
if
Yeah.
You have to be genuine.
Yes.
if you're trying
I
to,
like that. I like that.
thank you, that worked. Yeah, so if you're trying to be like that, then it may not work out that way because but if you're positive already, it's just gonna flow naturally.
Yeah.
That's just you.
Now we definitely gotta give credit where credit is due. Mom and Dad plays a really big role.
Yes.
That's why they won that award at the
What was the
Independent Image Awards?
Yeah, they won
Yes.
best managers for the year, so they won. And our dad is actually at a venue space because we just left a performance.
Right.
That's right. Hard
He's
work.
there
Breaking
stuck
down
until
stuff.
we're done to come back to get him. So they help us with everything. They help get our wardrobe. They fund everything that we do. They also help, promote us as well, post on social media, talk to people too. They help out with every single thing that we do. So we have to give props to them for everything because they supported our dreams since day one.
Yes.
They went and supported us and told us we was doing good,
They
and
learned
then
how
we
to
look
do
back
all
at
the stuff.
and then we look back at the videos and like, why did you lie to us? But they had to support us in the beginning for us to get that and grow. So they supported us since day one. So it's always, we're always thankful because they're like, our friends be like, I wish my parents did that. So we be thankful and grateful for that.
That's great. That's good. Now you did talk about your style, and I'm looking at these jackets, ladies, and these outfits.
It's too big for me, but I still.
But you know what? That's okay. And earlier you mentioned about the TLC inspiration and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So what inspired you guys' style?
I think everybody
it's
got
a-
style. Everybody has their own style.
I
Okay.
feel like for my style, it has to be, a little edgy, but a little hip hop. It gotta be. I like.
You like the sauce. You want the
Yeah,
really?
I
Okay.
like to be
Subtle
comfortable,
sauce.
So I like the grunge type look. I will wear all black if I could, but I can't. I have to have some color to make me pop. But
Sometimes it just depends on my mood. If I just want to, just
I think
or fancy, like
I had to learn I didn't want to really put a label on my style because there's days when I want to just wear the Adidas jogger suits and just be like that. I wear my baseball cap all the time, so I don't put a cap on what I like to wear, but I'm very fashionable. I would say that. I love to Bling, I love bling. I love that.
Hey.
I'm for color. Like I'm trying to get more colors in my wardrobe already. I'm for a lot of stuff actually. I'm very open and I'm trying to like broaden what I like to wear because I'm mainly in like t-shirts all the time. So
athletic wear for me because I always
yeah,
work
so
out.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
open and try different things. So yeah, we're
I was just like, hold up, that actually sound real good. So I always just like listen for some good punchlines whenever people, because when people talk, they don't realize they spit out lyrics.
Yeah.
And I just be like, well, just collect that lyric, think about it, and then
I'm gonna give you your credit later, girl.
yeah. I'm just letting you know I'm using it now.
Yeah.
So don't try to charge me later.
I would say for my writing process, I'm mostly an out of the box thinker, but I will always get caught up in like certain like cliches. So Mimi would be like, "Hey, why don't you jump out of that cliche?"
Yeah, I'll be like,
she would like nitpick myself like, "You're so picky," but you helping me, so it's fine.
And then tomorrow, in the morning, we'll be doing the 411 brand again. This will be our second
This
year.
was my first year, because
Her
last
first
year
year.
I was too young.
And it's a music program, and it invites students like us who really love music and want to get into that field and know a little more about it. We go to Patchwork Studios every Saturday, and we record a song every week. We write in a week, so that helps us too, because they really helped us get to writing and knowing our style. Because before that, it took 3 months to write our first single. So it had like it
the whole
helped us.
summer. The whole summer we tried to write that song.
I wrote my part upside down on the calendar.
Yeah,
It's okay though, because you can't rush the process.
Yes, but it's helping us, be able to write more and learn how to work with different people. So our writing process is definitely growing, and we're learning about ourselves and how we like to write.
And it also helps us network with other people.
Yes,
So
because they bring it.
Nafisa, we have worked with her in Patchworks.
Yes.
And now we work with her with like different other songs.
And we
stuff
give
like
her
that.
different opportunities too that she never even knew about. And then they have a lot of people that work with like B103 come in and talk to us, and then like Nick Grant came and talk, and then and then there was another lady. She's with TuneCore, and she does distribution with music. So she talked. We learn every aspect of music. So it's not just recording. We learn the background and everything. So we had somebody from CSAC come and explain split sheets and what we do for that. So we learn everything about it in that program, and it's really fun. So writing is definitely involved in that. So we got that first
No
chance.
doubt.
Yes.
Now, you talk about music. Tell and introduce the song you guys brought. The song you brought with you today, Worldwide.
Worldwide. Okay,
Yes.
we're gonna talk about Worldwide a little bit. Worldwide is our single that we want to put out there. It's about getting your block popping, your city rocking. We travel
being worldwide.
and we travel a lot of different
love y'all.
places. We travel to London, Bahamas, a lot of the East Coast, New York, Virginia, you name it. We've probably been on the East Coast. We haven't made a way to California yet.
I have. But it's
Whatever.
It's
We're
only
working
one.
on it. Well, we're working on it. But Worldwide is our song about traveling the world and experiencing different cultures and turning up with people and having a good time. So that's what our song is
because we
about.
worldwide in this thing.
Yeah.
We're going to give it to him right now.
Yeah, you listen to the instruments.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's really good.
Let's do some lyrics to that other song. Let me just figure out how to switch the flow. She's not going to do it tomorrow. She's going to
Hey everyone, so we just have the MAKO Girls over right now. While they're in there talking, I don't want to be talking behind them. So they talked a little bit about their music career, what they like to do. Let us know if you know any of their songs. Let us know what your favorite songs are. And just a question for you guys. If any of you guys are musicians or anything with writing, let us know what your writing process is like. We'd love to hear that. They just talked about their writing process.
Hey, MAKO Girls in the building.
How long is it? You usually did it like 2 hours. I guess it's because it's the first one. So it's from 11. I don't think I need to do it.
Can I talk to them or no? So I finished the live. Do you want a longer one? Okay. I just did a pause so it wasn't like awkward. Thank you.
Alright.
I like that. I need that.
I'm digging that.
Thank
I was in the
you.
parking
I need
lot
that.
Like, what?
I know. I'm over here like, where am I?
So who's doing the singing?
All of us.
All of
Yes.
us?
Yes. We all sing, we all dance, we all
all
rap.
rap.
So we do all of
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Triple
nice.
threat.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like it.
Thank
It's a
you.
beautiful thing to see that you young ladies is learning the business, not just coming in and singing.
Yes.
And you know, you want to be well-rounded and go major
Yes,
places,
thank
no
you.
doubt.
Yes.
Where do you see yourselves in, say, 5 years from now?
I see
In
us.
Japan.
No, she said in Japan.
I
That
know
is.
where I want to be.
She said I know where I want to be.
I can see us on tour,
Yes.
doing meet and greets and stuff. Selling out arenas too.
Yeah, I can see our fan base growing where we have people noticing us everywhere we go. You know, it's happening slowly now, but you know, I'm ready for that. Be like, oh, there they go.
And it's funny because actually, it was like 2 weeks ago, I think, we went to Walmart and this girl had noticed Keita and I. She was just like, oh my gosh, hi. And I was
Aw. Yeah, we
I
went to
remember.
get pizza the other day, and this girl was like, you look stupid familiar. I was like, is she talking to me or my dad? Because people say my dad look like Kanye. So
Oh,
I was
gosh.
like, us or him. And she was like, you, aren't you MAKO Girls? And I was like, oh, yeah. And then she noticed me, and then we went to the mall, and somebody noticed me. I was like,
I saw it was
yeah.
top the camo, walking by. I was like, that's the MAKO girls. Like, oh my gosh.
Now we gotta really put on regular, like, some
Gotta put
clothes.
them glasses in the
Yeah.
Yeah, because we be going in sweats and stuff all the time, so our dad be like, you guys gotta dress up nice, because people gonna
Yeah,
see you.
people gonna notice you want to take photos.
Yeah.
Now, how do you ladies balance that with being regular girls in school? You know,
Yeah.
how does that work?
All of our friends, well, everybody at our school know what we do because
Mhm.
we performed at the school twice, so they know what we do. They pretty much support us, or if they like don't say anything, I'm sure they know because we performed there so many times. But everybody's super supportive that we know of so far. We haven't had anybody like say anything like, oh, like you don't do good or whatever. Like our teachers support us too. Like my
Their principal even supported them.
my chemistry teacher, I had told him about the glow party or whatever, and he just bought a ticket just so he could support.
That's
and
great.
then he put our video up in the classroom. I had to like tell him like, don't play that one because it's old. Like play this one. I had to tell him what video to play. But you know they support us as well. And a lot of our friends, when we have flyers, they would pass them out for us. So we get a lot of support in school. So it's not really that bad with balancing the schoolwork. We pretty much get it done. I didn't really have that much homework, so I was okay.
I don't have to
Oh,
do
really?
that.
What year are you in college?
This is my first semester.
Aw.
I'm going
So
back
you're
in
the
fall.
oldest?
Yes, I'm the oldest.
I thought you
I
were the
thought
oldest.
I'm a senior.
She
This is
talks
my
a
last
lot,
year.
so
You in the cut,
like
you in the cut.
saying, I like to be like, yeah, I'm gonna listen. And then
No.
whenever you catch me,
This
I'm
is
gonna
the
listen
chill.
and then jump in when I feel
Yeah, okay. I literally thought you were the oldest, second, and you do. I did
Yeah.
get the youngest mama. I'm sorry.
Everybody always don't know which one. It's,
Yeah.
I just
Either
talk
she's
more.
the oldest or we're twins.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha, gotcha.
Okay.
So is there anything you want our listeners to know that they don't know about the MAKO Girls?
Let me see.
He not like horror movies.
I play a sport, volleyball.
A nice making me play a sport. Volleyball. She was making me. Well, my mom and her wants me to get a high school experience.
Tag team.
So I'm gonna be playing volleyball this year. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not athletic. I don't feel like I'm athletic. I don't like the pressure of if I mess up the team, I hate me. So we'll see how this goes. But I think the coach always ends up putting me in the game. So I guess
It's kind of
okay.
confusing because both of our last name is Ochoa.
Ochoa. So they used to call her by her last name, Ochoa. Like, hey, Ochoa, get in. So now they can't just say that. Now it's two.
Yeah.
I said they should call us Big O and Little O.
I said capital O or lowercase o.
And then they said we're going to call you Ochoa 1 and Ochoa 2. They said call her Ochoa 1 because she's older.
Right.
But they were like, but Ochoa was in first, like played the first time. So she's
I always want to be at their games with a big cardboard sign.
That's right, big
With their
sister.
names.
Support.
I always
My
support.
grandma
That's
was
right.
joning on me because she know I don't play sports. My cousins don't even believe me when I tell them. They're like, I was like, oh yeah, I had practice. They're like, for what? I'm like, volleyball. They're like, you? Volleyball? No. I was like, and my grandma was like, okay, I'll be at the game with the ice pack and heating pads and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm not talking to you. Don't come to my games. Just don't come. But yeah, I think, she's making me play volleyball, and my favorite candy is the purple Skittles. I just don't like the red ones.
Love those.
Gotcha. Now, you guys, with your positive platform, you definitely created some youth project initiatives. Talk about
Yes.
that.
Our project initiative, I would just say that the Glow Party is definitely one that we push so much because it is for teens who don't have that platform, especially with their clean music and being able to get it out there. Because we get them radio station interviews and stuff like that. They get all of that. We promote them with everything that we're doing.
We get them interviews with many different people.
So they get opportunities as well.
They get to feel like celebrities.
Yeah, they get to feel like celebrities. They walk red carpet. They do everything that we do for the show. So we give them that opportunity, and I feel like that's one thing that we do like to do differently is to make sure that we get them as much exposure as we get as well whenever we do the shows and stuff. And people also, like, they get more shows after the Glow Party. Like, they be like, this is MAKO weekend. After this weekend, we gonna be booked again. Like, 'cause every time we get them in there, like, people know because they probably never heard of them. So once we get them out there, then they have, like, ton of gigs and stuff like that.
It's also awesome because mostly everybody that we have worked with, we have connected with. So we're either cool with them, we exchange information.
We see them at different shows. We feel comfortable now because they're there. Like, it's cool now.
It's networking.
Yes.
That's great.
So let me ask you guys, you want to, as you understand the industry, you want to either be indie artists all the way through or you looking to be signed?
Well, I know our goal is to be signed because, like, we don't really have, like, the financial backing all the way. So I think that's what our goal was in the beginning, was to be signed. And, you know, it was like Atlantic or Interscope, like those people who we know work with groups like us, we're doing, and our creative ideas. So that's what we want to make sure that we're still hands-on, so they know that we actually care about what's going out there and what we put out there, and just, you know, getting that backing and helping us out to, like, get to those people we probably couldn't get to by ourselves. So
that's what's important, knowing the business.
Yes, and we do know about, like, getting some money in what ways, you know, with writing music. That's definitely one way to make sure you're getting music. And we have our own label as well and our own publishing company too. So
there you go, ladies.
We have all of that.
Now you talking.
Yes, so we have all of that in there, you know, to make sure we get a lot of that as
Make
well.
sure you get your coin.
Yes.
Making sure we get hands-on experience.
Ladies, it's definitely been an honor and a pleasure.
Yes,
Let them know where they can find you at real quick.
Well, you guys can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at MAKO Girls.
Subscribe to us on YouTube at MAKO Girls Atlanta.
And check out all of our information on our website at
www.makogirls.com. MAKO Girls is spelled MAKOGIRLS. And notice that's a K, not a C.
It's definitely been an honor and pleasure. Hey guys,
Thank you.
stay tuned. Next week is going down. You hear me? It's going down in the building. We're going to have the lovely Miss Minona Youssef, and also second half we're going to have the lovely Miss Selena Johnson. Y'all check us out. Until then, peace!
Hey.
Ladies, we appreciate it.